All right, we're gonna take a little ride.
Hey Joe, hey Joe, hey Joe, hey Joe. Tanawang iyang mga video. Hey Joe, hey Joe, hey Joe. Please subscribe, like and share. Hey Joe.
And we're gonna make some videos of some of the places that I've lived and just kind of make a video of, I guess you could call it like maybe an autobiography. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm gonna go ahead. Ooh, the road is bumpy. I feel like I'm gonna make a little video just kind of documenting places I've lived here. So I'm leaving the hotel. I'm gonna kind of do these out of order, but when I have some of the video, I'm gonna put them in order of kind of like start to finish. My time in America, in Wisconsin, and just share a little history, a little bit of memories, and that type of a thing. So hopefully it'll be something I can look back at one day, and because I don't plan to live here ever again, guys. I don't plan to come back here. I plan to spend the second half of my life living in Asia, exploring Asia, and enjoying the weather, the different culture, the more laid-back lifestyle, and not really participating in the American rat race anymore. But obviously, I spent 50 years in America, and so my heritage, my upbringing, my roots, my life are in this area. So felt like I didn't have this plan when I came here, but when I got here, I kind of was wondering, like, what kind of videos do I want to make? And it just popped in my head as soon as I was here. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna take a little drive over here through Oak Creek, Wisconsin. Can show that on the map later, and you can see what it's like to drive here in America and head to the suburbs. Probably gonna go to my high school to make one of the first videos, so stay tuned for that, and enjoy. Like, subscribe, and share if you haven't. Really appreciate it, and yeah, enjoy the video. All right, so I'm not even sure which house this is up here, but this is where I lived from the time I was born until the time I think I was about 3. And I'm not sure even which house it is. I think it's this white house here. I think it's this white house. Goodness, but I'm not even sure. I'm not sure, honestly. I think it's this white house here. I do believe it is. But this is this is 52 years ago. 49 to 52 years ago. I think that's the house. But I'm not altogether sure. So anyways, I was born at St. Joseph's Hospital, and this was my father's adopted parents' house, and I think that was it, that white house there. And so my mother and I, we lived there with my father until about 3 years old, and it didn't work out for them, unfortunately, which is very common in America. I think there's an alleyway here, maybe, I'm not sure. My memories of that house are almost nothing. I really don't remember. There was a big staircase in the house, and I did have a traumatic experience in the house. I went down the staircase in my walker, And I remember tumbling down the stairs and hitting the banister at the bottom and then rolling, I think, to the right off the next little set of stairs that were there. And so that was like, you know, a traumatic event that I went through. And I do remember that. There was also a couple other little things, like my dad was a fisherman, you know, like hobbyist, you know, sport fisherman for fun. And he caught some fish, and I remember I picked one of the eyes out of the fish, but I think it was that White House. I really, really do. I really do. That really seems to be it. And I picked one of the eyes out of the fish, and I put it in my mouth, and then my mother was chasing me around to get this eye out of my mouth. It's one of the memories. It's just crazy, some crazy stuff. But yeah, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain. I think it was that house right there. I remember it having a detached garage like that. It seems to be in good shape now. You can't see it all that well because there's trees in the way. But it's the best I can do. And you know, we're just taking a little trip down memory lane, so interesting. I'm gonna head over to another spot here. So after I lived there, I moved over to a spot here right off 16th in Oklahoma. So we're gonna go check that out and see how that one looks nowadays. Hey Joe.